Hello everyone, I'm Azhar Aushaputra. I would like to present a part of our research on biomechanical inspired locomotion for like robots. Here we are focusing on the development of muscle-reflex model of Forelimb and Hindlimb of Felidae family of animal with dynamic pattern formation. Humans have helped many to easy human work. However, it requires dynamic locomotion to be applied in wider environmental conditions. Currently, researchers are pursuing the design of human-like and animal-like robots because of its advantage, as the alternative way to avoid the conventional model. However, existing like robot locomotion models have yet to achieve dynamic locomotion as human or animal does. Human locomotion integrates cognitive and locomotion that involve not only external sensory information but also the external sensory information. Like in the video, human can avoid the sudden obstacle by regulating his attention perception and also a perception action mechanism. Therefore, we try to propose locomotion model for quadruped by taking the benefit of biological model in human and animals. The motivation of our research is realizing benefit from biological modeling in developing a locomotion control model for a like robot. In here, from the analyzing of musculoskeletal model and also from study of neurophysiological viewpoint, we try to address three scientific questions. First, how does the reflex system respond to the cognitive information when perceiving a certain obstacle? Second, what role does visual attention play in generating locomotion? Third, how can the biological model be implemented in a like robot? From the motivation that we address, we propose this top-down mechanism of biological inspired model, which include a visual attention control mechanism that controlling attention to external and attention and also external sensory information that become the further process. And second, the object recognition representing the primary motor cortex. And the third, the motor control model that determines motor command traveling from top to down through the corticospinal and reticulospinal tract. Fourth, the development of central pattern generation model representing a pattern generated in spinal cord. And the last one, the muscle reflex model representing the muscle model and its reflex mechanism. In this paper, we are focusing on development of muscle reflex model and its integration with the CPG model. CPG reflects a narrow circuit in spinal cord, which can produce primary rhythmic locomotive signal. We modified a model of single generator-based CPG into two-layered model CPG. Our modified CPG consists of distributed single rhythm generator and also model of pattern formation. One RG neuron represents one leg and one PF neurons represents one muscles. It means that in this CPG model, we have 24 pattern formation neurons and 1 and 4 rhythm generator neurons. If we have 6 legs, then we need 6 rhythm generator neurons in this case. This figure shows the structure of single rhythm generator representing one leg. Single rhythm generator network control the activity of multiple unit pattern formation modules connected to the subpopulation of motor neurons. This output will be generated to the spinal motor neural pulse as the input reference, which processes into spike-based signal. This spike-based signal will affect the strength of muscle stimulation during the swing phase. We use Matsuoka neural oscillator model as the inner state of rhythm generator and use spiking neural network as the inner state of pattern formation neurons. From the sample signal, we see that RG generates the rhythm signal and pattern formation generates spike-based signal. In our reflex model, Hindlimb muscle composed as 4 muscles representing 2 joints, hip joints and knee joints. We implement the compliant mechanism between ankle and also knee joints. The swing's movement is controlled and triggered by signal from CPG. The CPG signal YI from neurons will trigger muscle for several milliseconds. You can see detail of the equations in the paper. When touching the ground, the pace changes to stand pace. During the stand phase, the muscle stimulation mostly affected by the ground force reaction. For representing the spring mechanism during stand phase, VA is stimulated with the own muscle activity using positive force feedback. To initiate the transition to swing phase, VA and BFP receive positive and negative feedback respectively from collateral ground force reaction. In forelimb muscle, it's composed as 6 muscles representing 3 joints, shoulder joints, elbow joints, and also wrist joints. The muscle activation for swing movement is controlled and triggered by signal from CPG. We simplify the muscle structure in forelimb. Flexor muscle of the elbow was active during prior to foot lift and remained active until approximately until the mid-swing. Wrist joint generally has low activity during swing phase. During the stand phase, the movement of the forelimb cat mostly affected by the muscle activity in the shoulder and also elbow. The muscle stimulation mostly affected by the ground force reaction. Shoulder flexor and also elbow extensor receive positive force feedback. Then the shoulder extensor receive negative force feedback. In here, we can see that in all muscle model, we highlight the blue parameter in here. This parameter will be optimized using evolutionary algorithm of multi-objective evolution algorithm. In order to validate our model, we build robot simulation in open dynamic engines. The structure is adjusted based on the structure of cat. There are support in lateral directions. There are 4 field-type muscle active in Hindlimb, and we also implement the compliant joint between knee and also ankle. There are 6 field-type muscle active in forelimb, and also we define the mass of each part is based on the structure of cat. And our system time cycle is around 4 milliseconds. Before, we have assigned the blue parameter in the muscle reflex models. There are 32 parameters to be optimized by using evolutionary algorithm NSGA2. In this optimization, we define the CPG signal with throat-type gait pattern as the input of the muscle stimulation. There are 2 fitness functions we use. First fitness function is for minimizing the error between distance and also target distance. And the second fitness function is for minimizing the muscle stimulation representing the energy required. DL in here is represent the desired of length, and L total in here represent the total length of the robot movement. In S total represent the total of the muscle stimulations of all the muscles in all the leg in all the time sampling from t equal to 1 until t equal to 1000. We have optimized until 500. However, we can see that this figure representing the Pareto forms. The population moved to the minimum value of the fitness functions. We could get the better result in 200 generation in the purple color. The error distance travel and desired distance is decreased, and the torso movement oscillation and also and the top-down movement oscillation and also the total muscle stimulation also decrease. In this table, we can see the range value of the optimized parameter. This parameter sample of the optimized parameter taken from the Pareto forms, and we try to simulate this parameter into the open dynamic engine. We can see that this robot is able to move smoothly. To show the effectiveness of the proposed model, here we also optimize in different desired speed. The robot performance in different speed is shown in this video. The model automatically changes the moving pattern in different speed. In slow speed, the robot tends to move in walk-type gait. And then, when we increase the speed, the robot tends to move in trot-type gait. Here we also tested the movement transition from slow speed to high speed. The proposed model can generate the movement transition smoothly. The gait pattern changes gradually from walk type to trot gait pattern. In the discussion, we have developed a muscle-based locomotion model in a quadruped robot inspired by the Felidae species principle, composed of the pattern and muscle activation control. In here, we are focusing on realizing benefit from vehicle model to develop locomotion control model for leg robot. We developed a muscle-reflex model of forelimb and hindlimb structure in the swing and stand space. We successfully optimized the muscle-reflex parameter using multi-adaptive evolution algorithm with 32 individuals in 200 generations. The results that we showed, the robot speed and movement pattern can be controlled by regulating simple stimulation signal from the pattern formation. And the muscle reflex model is able to perform stable movement with different input of the pattern and timing. The role of pattern formation allows each muscle to active with different standing and swing pace. The muscle reflex model is ready to be integrated with higher level controller from CBG or supraspinal level. To present the contribution does not concentrate on advanced implementation, but tends to analyze the scientific problem which may occur when exploring the advantage of Felidae family of animals. As the future work, we will consider the role of movement-related cognitive information to achieve dynamic locomotion. Thank you very much for your attention.